What's up, everybody? Eugene Man Roberts here, aka the Mayor. You're now tuned into Town Hall Meeting with the Mayor. Today, I wanted to pay homage to kind of where I started in the industry. And if you don't know, a lot of people don't know. I started as a drum tech a couple years ago, quite a few years ago. But I started as a drum tech, and I just have a love for techs and just amazing individuals that make the shows and make things go on behind the scenes. So give it up for one of the best in the game, my bro, Mr. JR Worldwide.
My big bro, everybody's big you know what I'm saying? JR Worldwide. What's up with you, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm good. I've been enjoying getting to check in on my folks doing this and you know, see what everybody got going on. Like we all travel, we work for this person, work for that person, but we always got our own thing going. And like that's right. My focus is like what do we got going on personally? So like you, man, we met a long time ago, but I know one of our coolest times was when we was out with Wiz together.
Okay.
Which was, it was pretty cool. What was your take on that? Because like,
it was fun, man. That was good times. That was good times right there, brother. Definitely good times.
Yeah. We had a ball, people. We had a ball. But, man, so if you don't know, you're perceived as one of the dopest techs and engineers, like, just possible. So what was your thought process coming into it, wanting to not only just do it, but, like, make it your business, make it, like, your source of, like, just revenue and just, you know, your mental space of what got you there? Yeah.
Man, this is it's what I really, really wanted to do. You know, I really wanted to do it. It was some other things that interested me, but this is what I wanted to do. This is where my heart was at. So I was just willing to do whatever it took to do it, you know, and I just did whatever I needed to do for somebody to notice it. Like, I really worked hard, like, you know, so I just, you know, that was it. It was just in me, you know. I just really wanted to see, you know, in that field, you know.
Yeah. So what was, like, some of your most memorable moments? Like, when you first dove into it, what was the first thing you had to get acclimated to? Like, what did you have to, like, just really, you know what I mean? Like, get used to? Because you know us, growing up in church, growing up in different areas and, like, you know, around the way, it's like we operate a certain way. But crossing into the professional side of it, what were, like, some of the things you had to get accustomed to?
Oh, you just got really being accountable, you know. You got to be accountable because you're away from home. So ain't nobody going to wake you up.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nobody gonna tell you to do your job. You know, so you just really got to be accountable, you know. So that right there in itself was just, you know, that takes it from the road to back home, anything, you know, anything, just a life period, you know, just being accountable, you know, just being responsible.
So I know, some people know, but I know, and we're going to tell the world, this is one of the dudes that came up with some of the dopest setups you've ever seen, because like you like the MacGyver to make make it happen, where it's like, yo, I really wish I could have an 8-inch tom right here. And you be like, oh, all right, no, don't worry about it. I'll cut this and I'll boop, 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 like make that happen. So what's your theory on it? I mean, I know the theory is like to make the artist or the musician you're working for comfortable, but what's your thought process when it's like, when you're coming up with some of the designs of the setups?
Man, it was just being young, you know, watching all like the magazines and stuff that used to come out back in the days, used to have these crazy setups and stuff. And it's like, you know, now that I'm in it, it's like, man, I could actually do this stuff now.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I could figure it out. Trial and error or just whatever my mind takes me. It's like, I want to figure it out. I wanted to do this, or I want it to look like this, you know?
What was your, like, craziest scenario of, like, MacGyver make this happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, man. Man, it's been a few of them, you know, you get put on the spot a lot, you know, and it just gotta happen.
Right, the right back line ain't there, or
yeah. So, you know, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of powder coating and stuff like that. So just figuring that out, taking stuff just way apart from scratch, and you know, I think doing that kind of stuff, man, it really like takes you there, you know.
Yeah, because it's like the drums were supposed to be black and the hardware was supposed to be black.
Yeah,
It's like, well,
just,
somebody messed up the order. I'm sorry, we got chrome hardware. Like,
yeah, so just customizing stuff on the spot, changing the color snare drums on the spot, just stuff like that, man. Cutting hardware, to make something custom fit, yeah, for sure. Building racks and stuff.
Yeah, there is a right and wrong way to do that. I didn't see something that's like, I don't know if that's quite straight or crooked, but
hey, but we all creative, so
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely fun, man. It's enjoyable to be creative and to do things or work with an artist and they tell you their vision. Different musicians tell you their vision. What makes them comfortable.
Yeah.
What they see in their vision, and you can actually bring it to life with them. It's a good feeling.
So like me, when I kind of, I started in the industry, I was a drum tech first and a stage manager, and I kind of was teching the stage, like even with John, like that's how I started. So my thought process, and you can back me up on this possibly, but my thought process was always to be ahead of the wave with the musicians. Like literally, like if I know something new is out, let me learn that just in case they want to switch over to that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So talk about that, being ahead of the curve and how you like to, cause like you're a studier, so you know the ins and outs of every product, every machine, every drum, heads, mics. Like, so talk about that knowledge and having that that self-knowledge and wanting to go study it.
Well, yeah, you have to, because it's definitely something new coming out, and you don't want to get caught out there if you can. You definitely don't want to get caught out there. You want to be able to, that musician you work for, show them the next thing.
Yeah.
You want to be able to do that, or if a problem comes, you want to be able to fix it, or at least come close to when when you read that book, that manual. It kind of makes more sense now.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a good thing to stay above, above the, the curve. You got to, it definitely helps. It definitely helps because it's definitely something new is coming for sure. So you want to be caught up with ahead of the game for sure.
Right. And do you have like this is a funny question actually? Do you have like a not a diary, but like, do you have like a space that you just literally save all of your information for tech jobs, like from the beginning? Like even if you ever had to go back and work with a person from years ago, like
I actually do.
Files, like memory cards.
I actually do, man. I actually do. I keep up with everything. Just sets, even from set lists that I wrote notes on those set lists for that artist. I mean, I save it all because you never know. And then if you go back to that artist 2 or 3 years down the line, you kind of, you have something to refer back to.
Yeah, because 9 out of 10, it's kind of like a musician. If they calling you back, that's because they remember how you worked and what you had to do, and they don't want it to be like, oh, come on, man, back in the day, you better than this, Paul. What's up? What happened?
Yeah, exactly. So that's another thing of stand up, above and in front of the curve. You got to just keeping that stuff, study it. Sometimes you just go back and look at it. That way, because some stuff you might get to the new stuff. But then some artists might like to use the older stuff, and you ain't worked on it in a while, and it's like so you want to keep, the new stuff is cool, but the old stuff you got to stay.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like that thought process of like you're not replacing, you're adding to
exactly
your memory and your database of
exactly
so
for sure.
Let's fast forward to now to the factor that the people need to know that. Even before the pandemic hit, that you got a dope spot down in Raleigh. And, like, let's talk about that, the JR Worldwide, the headquarters. Let's talk about what's going on down there.
Man, I got the headquarters, Raleigh, North Carolina, where I was born and raised. Moved back home, and I started a dream spot, for myself and the community and musicians and techs in the area and, whoever can get to us, It's just a good, it's just a fun house, man. We work hard. We learn, we teach, You know, so we do a little of everything. We have backline. We have a backline company.
You show the people he in one of them rooms now, one of them dope rooms. That's the studio, one of the studios.
Yeah, this is one of the studios here. Somewhere you can come have a little fun, do a little tracking.
Mm-hmm.
And we have another room out here. Take you out too. And we actually have a good friend in town recording right now.
Uh-oh. Some mics. I see a lot of drum mics. Who using a lot of drum mics? Who that?
Who's using a lot of drum mics?
Who's using a lot of drum mics? Uh-oh. Brown! Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Taylor. He'll be on a good episode with us. We're going to talk. We're going to talk drums and Biebers and
what's up?
You know what I'm saying? But we telling them about Unc Spot down there, how he got it going. Okay. They got to pull up. And they got to come through.
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all got to come check Unc Spot out, man. Rileywood Studios, man. Out here in Raleigh, North Carolina. You dig what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm shooting a lot of videos here. I do a lot of recording here. You feel me, man? Like,
and you should too, people.
Yeah, of course. It's a dope spot, though, to come record, do your videos, whatever you need. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the spot is crazy. Like,
yeah. Hey, I was just telling the people how JR is one of the dopest techs literally in the world, and he makes dreams come true as far as like being the brains behind like Yo Crazy setups, Brian. Yeah. Like even if y'all just like, I want to 8-inch time right here, and it's like he figures out how to get it there, and it don't ever fall in his tune. It's like, so talk about how it is working with him.
Oh, man, it's amazing working with Unc, man. Like, he can be hard on you at times because he want everything right, you feel me? He not playing no games, you feel me? And he about his business, too. Yeah. So, but besides that, man, he is great working with Unc, man. It's crazy working with him.
Right?
Oh, you don't got to worry about nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, he's going to make it happen. Mm-hmm. Even if he don't want to make it happen, he'll be like, it's impossible for us to do that. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
But you'll come back.
Hold on, but look, he'll say that. You'll come back in like an hour or two, and it's done.
Yeah. You be like,
you feel what I'm saying?
Okay, now.
Oh, man. What? But, man, it's great working with him. And he's the easiest, man. Like, he's the easiest guy to get along with, too. And outside of that, like, we got a relationship outside of just me and him working together. So it make it easy for us to work together. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we can go kick it, go get some food, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, like, and it's not always just us talking about drums. So, yeah, like, man, he's a great guy.
He's solid. He what we call a solid OG.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Yeah.
All right, people, we ain't gonna talk too much to this one. We're gonna talk.
All right, here you go. He right here.
Well, yeah. But people, this is Raleigh's finest. You see what I'm saying? It's a great location. You got the big dogs recording and shooting video and content. So look forward to some of that stuff. We're gonna show y'all some of that and drop all the socials and where to reach out to JR and get it going. But bro, I know y'all got to get that shoot set up, so I'm gonna let you go.
We about to do it, my brother.
Thank you for jumping on.
Man, I appreciate you. We're gonna get the opportunity, bro.
We're gonna do I want to do a tech talk type thing with me, you. We're gonna get Joe Wolf. We're gonna get Oprah. We're gonna get
the best.
We gotta get Thunder on a call. We see how that works.
Get the on.
But yeah, man. Thank you for your time. I know you gotta get ready to go, man. And much love, man. You always gonna be family, and I can't wait to get down there. We're gonna do something cool.
Man, much respect, man.
Yes, sir.
Love you, bro. Yes, sir.
See, people, JR, the one and only. And you see that little special little feature, Mr. Sticks Taylor. Shout out to Devin. What's up, bro? Well, we about to get out of here. I'm your host, Eugene Man Roberts. This has been Town Hall Meeting with the Mayor, powered by Roland. Shout out to Igor. Shout out to Kristen. Shout out to Joel. Shout out to Nelly. And again, one more time for Kristen. And Kristen kids, the twins. Yeah. We out of here.